Mr. Duvall is on the phone.
I'll return the call later.
Is it wise to keep the Illuminati waiting?
No. Now, who needs a piggyback ride?
Where is this? Recite the solemn.
Never to reveal our secret. Grapes again. White grapes. This ain't killing for profit.
He's not that foolish.
Bothering McQueen.
Are you questioning my decision?
Escape. This is ritual.
Fortunate creatures, to be able to perform such a valuable service to mankind. By studying the results of these experiments in survival instinct analysis, primal fear suppression, and climatic tolerance, we will learn a great deal from a species so near our own, so animalistic, yet psychologically so human. How can you be so cruel? Me? Cruel? But I am simply executing the will of Egon Pax, whose visionary experiments will transform the world. He said it was an honor for you to be chosen.
The week has been kind to our work. Chair 5 has seen to the bankrupting of a major munitions competitor. Thanks to Chair 6, the revolution in Costa Verde has begun. And you, Doctor, what have you to report?
My experiments with the Gargoyles, while admittedly intriguing, are all quite minor in and of themselves. Still, each contributes a small part to the true focus of our work. Egon Pax, beloved peacemaker in the fighting among the shattered remnants of the former nation of Latvonia. Pax will arrive in New York tonight to address a gathering of world leaders in hope of securing their help toward a permanent peace. Since our front industries supply weapons to all sides in the war, for us, Egon Pax is a very dangerous man.
Is your assistant ready?
Almost. As you know, brainwashing used to take months. But my new technology has reduced the time to hours. He will be ready. Yes, your friends are suffering terrible torments. And who is responsible for this madness? He is Egon Pax. To save your friends, you must eliminate Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. No, you're lying. Why would you betray your own leader? I will not listen to this madness. Then your friends will pay the price for your obstinance. No! I will not listen. Oh, but you will. if your friends mean anything at all to you. In the end, you most certainly will. For your friends to live, Egon Pax must be destroyed. Egon Pax. 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 Yes, you must destroy Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Destroy Egon Pax. Egon Pax. Yes. But I am sorry. It seems you are too late. My clan. And there is Mr. Pax now, driving to his hotel on Park Avenue. What a shame you didn't get a chance to speak to him about your poor friends. Broadway. Are you all right? What do you think? Now tell me where my friends are. Broadway, wait. I'm here to help. Don't lie to me! Broadway, no. It's me. Thanatos? You did this to us? Shut up and listen, Broadway. I'm saving your life. The Illuminati, your hosts here, accept only the most powerful into their ancient order. Though I occasionally find my membership distasteful, it often proves useful, as it did today. The rest of the story can wait. My lodge brothers will return soon, and all of you must be gone.
In a place where tomorrow's leaders are groomed.
Where did Mr. McNamara learn to row?
The local sewers, I imagine. He's a townie.
He won us the Ivy League championship 3 years in a row. That's all I know.
In an organization
Are you ready to be reborn?
where success is assured.
Our membership has its pleasures, its hardships, and sometimes its pain.
We live by the rules, we die by the rules.
Gentlemen, welcome home.
Luke McNamara is about to get an opportunity
A skull above any other.
He's only dreamed of.
Senator, it's a pleasure to meet you. What do you think of all this? To be honest, it's all a little bit overwhelming.
But if a secret society can give you everything you desire,
This is your pre-acceptance to the law school of your choice.
That's gotta be a mistake.
You are a skull.
imagine what they can take away.
None of us are safe.
What are you gonna do?
We live by the rules, we die by the rules. I want to know the truth about what happened that night. The surveillance cameras. So there's got to be tapes. Can you get any closer on this? Closer. I know what you did.
It's time we remove Mr. McNamara. He's no longer loyal.
You keep digging, you're gonna dig your own grave.
Only an elite few ever get in.
I have evidence. They erased the tape. Who? The skulls. They control everything.
No one has ever gotten out.
They're dead.
If it's secret and elite, it can't be good.
It so happens I've taken under my patronage an extraordinary man. He is Grand Master of the Illuminati, the German mystic elite. He's an accomplished alchemist and mesmerist who claims to have conquered disease and death several times over. His visions and prognostications have proven accurate time and again. Count Cagliostro, we are honored.
The skulls.
Membership in the order is forever.
They do what they want.
The money, the cars, the girls.
They take what they want.
We can make your problems just disappear.
Hey guys, we are looking at a pyramid in Pennsylvania that was built by a secret society called Rosicrucian, and in this video I will show you the inside of the pyramid and some really bizarre details. From the street you can see the pyramid and it seems like a nice structure to look at, and it has another beautiful pyramid shaped fountain nearby. But when you go to another side of the pyramid you can see the gateway to the inside. At this point I was still feeling pretty good because this pyramid is a part of the Rosicrucian church, and churches are normally safe places to hang out. But as I went near it, I saw this sign on top of the gate. It has a skull with two bones below it, which is clearly a symbol of danger, and it is sitting on top of the globe with wings, and below it you can see the word try, as though it is daring you to step inside the pyramid. As soon as I saw this, my attitude instantly changed and I was spooked, because you don't expect to see something like this inside church premises. Notice that there is an anchor on the left symbolizing underworld, because anchors always go down, and the torch on the right symbolizing higher world, because flames always go up. Now this is what you see inside the pyramid. You can see a very small room, probably about 3 feet wide and 5 feet long. But can you tell what is really weird about this room? If you want, you can pause the video and try to find out the secret that is right in front of you. If you're not distracted by the plaques hanging on the wall, you will notice the screws on the walls. Have you ever seen screws on marble tiles? These screws are holding the tiles of this fake wall, and if you remove them, there would be a much larger chamber inside. There should be no other reason to have these screws on the walls. This is confirmed when you take another look at the entire pyramid. The pyramid is about 50 feet wide on all 4 sides and about 30 feet tall. There is no reason to build such a large pyramid to have a room that is only 3 feet wide. The secret chamber that is behind this wall could be easily over 40 feet wide and may even have multiple levels. This is further reinforced by this plaque hanging on the fake wall. Notice how it shows the pyramid with an oval-shaped chamber that is as tall as the pyramid itself. If you look carefully, you can see 2 levels in the chamber. I apologize for not taking a better picture because I panicked after seeing the skull symbol and wanted to get out without getting into trouble. On the first level of the chamber, you can see a strange figure that does not look human at all, and on the next level, there is an empty room with a circular opening carved on it. There is also something carved under the pyramid, so it is possible that there is an underground area as well. Let's take a look at the other signs hanging on the fake wall. On the bottom of this plaque, it says Novus Ordo Seclorum, which is Latin for New Order of the Ages, or more popularly called the New World Order. Above this is a pyramid with a broken top replaced by an eye that is watching you. On the top, we can see the phrase Annuit Septis, which means he approves of the undertakings. This is a very mysterious phrase because we don't really know who approves of the undertakings. If you want to get a better look at this sign, just open your wallet and pull out a dollar bill. This is the exact sign that you will find on the dollar bill, and many people say the dollar bill itself was created by the Illuminati to create a new world order. The other plaque has an eagle that is also found on the dollar bill. These pyramids belong to a secret society called Rosicrucian, founded in 1420, so they've been operating for about 600 years now. These pyramids are estimated to be more than 200 years old, and locals believe that these are portals or wormholes to contact otherworld beings. Of course, the members of Rosicrucian are sworn to secrecy, so they never talk about the pyramids to anybody. Now, this is not the only pyramid here, and there are at least 3 more pyramids in the same area. And I went in there with a naive sense of security, expecting to see Jesus on a cross and not to see a skull ruling over planet Earth. My friend lives in Philly, and he told me that he knew a friend who entered this very pyramid and nobody ever saw him again. Of course, I dismissed it as crap, but he was so emphatic that I had to check it out for myself. So I stopped by to debunk this myth.
She is the first female member of a rich and ruthless society.
It is the key to a successful and rewarding life within our order.
Our rules have always superseded those of the outside world.
Now she'll discover
A lot of very powerful men do not want to see those rules changed.
membership has its privilege and its price.
What does this club have to do with this murder?
Everything.
The Skulls 3.
This aerial video was allegedly taken 70 years ago. If this is to be believed, then what you are watching is an early chemtrail experiment from the 1930s era. As you can see, a strange chemical mixture quickly forms into a dense cloud wall that hovers over the ocean. This video definitely looks like it could be real. It does not have sound, which makes sense since cameras couldn't record sound from back then. Also, the old black spots and white lines in the film really do appear at random and don't seem to be a looping filter.
Because I've seen you online and I like the work you do. I'm in full support of pretty much almost everything that you put out there. My views are very in line as well, so I'm not a fan of the vaccine campaign. I'm not a fan of the fluoridation in the water. I'm not a fan of the GMO in our foods, poisoning our food. I'm not a fan of the chemtrails. I'm not a fan of the official story for 9/11, as you will. So, you know.
How do you see those kind of points of view, like with when you talk with the other guys, like in the lodge?
You'll be surprised. I'm so thankful I'm a Mason for this reason. Most of the guys I know who are Masons, who I consider my close friends, are fully aware of this, and they're as well pissed off, right? So the slack that we get, I don't think it's warranted. It's always pointing to like nothing of substance. Like show me some substance where we do something wrong. So that's where my concern is. It's so conspiracy theory-ish, you know, and I'm about factual stuff. We do good work in our communities, and we are as well individuals who live in these communities, and we want to live in a good community. That means get the fluoride out of our water, Toronto.
So how big of a meeting is this? Like, how many people would you say there?
A lot of people. Just to give you numbers, I think this year was probably one of the largest gatherings. This hotel is overbooked by 40 rooms. So you could imagine, there's everyone here. It's a big convention. And like I said, I'm thankful I'm Mason because most of these guys are aware and not happy with this whole New World Order agenda.
Are there any women allowed in these?
In these ones in particular, no, because it deals with the Blue Lodge, Grand Lodge, Masonry, but we have appendant bodies that do allow for females. So I guess it would be a sorority, but not the college type that you think of. Same when I say it's a fraternity, it's not this college or university type. I think it's called Jacob's Daughters, and there's other groups. But no, this is primarily for the guys.
What now? Is there different lodges that are like feuding, or is everyone, you know, friends? Or?
Sure. So Blue Lodge is your basic, which is your 3 levels, which is Enter Apprentice, Fellowcraft, Master Mason. Master Mason, unanimously across the board, is considered your highest degree. So once you're a Master Mason, it allows you to become an officer in a lodge. I'm a Master of my lodge. It doesn't have a bearing as to what, like, I'm the same level as a Master Mason. Now, when I say Blue Lodge, that's what I am and that's what we are. There are appendant bodies, of which there are a few recognized. One of the 2 major ones that are recognized is Scottish Rite and York Rite. I'm not part of either one of those, but I can speak on behalf of Blue Masonry, Blue Lodge Masonry, which I think which is the majority of Masons. And to join those other appendant bodies, you have to be a Mason. That's who's meeting here today. But there were booths earlier to introduce other Masons to these appendant bodies, the Scottish Rite, York Rite. We often invite non-Masons to come walk around with us just to meet some of the guys who, if they have an interest, that they could actually see what it's all about and communicate and speak with different brothers.
You got the ring just to...
I do. And again, you know, there's nothing wrong with the way I have it. Again, I communicated this with director of the work. This is the way. Either way, it's acceptable here in Ontario. So I know there's a lot of slack online, but those are just, again, guys who don't live in fact. They live in fantasy la la land. And then those are the same guys who will say that, you know, we're all Satan worshippers and do all kind of, like, we kill individuals. I mean, just, it's ridiculous. And it sucks because we get painted with the same brush when it's the division. It's the division between me, who I like to think I'm doing my part in making sure society is good and doesn't succumb to a certain agenda, and I get painted with that brush. Meanwhile, these guys should be working with me, and I should be working with them, but we're alienated. So I don't like that. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the website, the Freemasonry in Canada one? It's like a Freemasonry.
Freemason in Canada? I don't think I have. Okay.
The link, I guess.
Is that the Freeing the Masons or something like that?
Well, there's some, it's just like some disturbing links. They link a lot of like the politicians, you know, like going up, and then there's one. The most disturbing is probably like Paul Bernardo, they say was a Mason.
Yeah, but he was also a Canadian citizen. So does that mean every Canadian citizen's bad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's start basing it in fact, right?
So yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that. Yeah. I don't know if it's true or not. It could very well be true. I wouldn't be surprised. But again, like, how does that have any bearing on me, for example? you know?
Yeah, see, but that's the thing is that that's why I like talking to you, because you're like a public guy, you know? You're not afraid to say what you say in public, right? But then I guess that's part of where the misconception comes in, or maybe the conception of the internet is because it's like secret. There's a secret proceedings too.
Well, a lot of guys would be shy about talking about this, just because, especially with someone like you, not you, Daniel, because you're a nice guy, but like the conspiracy theorist guys, because there's a bias, right? So they don't want to be put in that kind of situation. Me, I don't care about confrontation. I'm pretty open. Like, I'll talk about it. It's no big deal. You know, just stick with the facts, follow your gut, and we're not all bad. Like, we're all on the same team, and it's fighting this negative agenda. And I do my part. I hope the viewers do theirs, rather than just like criticize. Last time I mentioned, if you're a doctor, speak out about vaccines. I go to these conferences of medicine, and I ask the pointed questions to the speakers. I was just at the vegetarian convention at Yonge and Dundas, and I was just so disappointed. I was speaking with everyone, hoping I could speak to them about living a healthy lifestyle. That means no GMO foods. Yeah, they don't eat meat, but they have no idea about GMO. I went to the veg.ca, the table booth they have there, which is the Toronto Vegetarian Society. I'm not one, by the way, but I went there and I was speaking with the girls, and I said, what about your stance on GMO? And blank stare in their face. They had no idea. So I actually posted them the idea, just so I could wake up their minds. I said, what happens if you take shrimp genes and put them in tomatoes like they're doing, right? Now all of a sudden the tomato's red, it has the red coloring from that gene. Looks great, you eat it. But let's say you're a vegetarian. Let's say you're either Jewish or Muslim. Let's say you have allergies towards crustaceans. So you eat it. Now all of a sudden, are you a vegetarian? I don't know, it's got shrimp genes in it. Is it kosher or halal? I don't know about that. And what happens if you have an allergic reaction to it? And these people just had no idea. And I realize it's a mindset that you have to break. Their mindset is, I just don't want to eat meat, so I eat vegetables, thinking they're doing themselves a benefit. But in essence, what they're doing is, they're remaining ignorant, and they could very well be potentially hurting themselves with GMO causing, post-natal mutations and infertility. So it's quite concerning.
Yeah, for real.
So I'm doing my part. What are they doing? What are you guys doing?